I'm Pepito. I'm the dog that produces the show, and now it is live, and I'm a dog.
We're live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's news it! I'm Pepito!
Hello, everybody. There we go. Hello, good to see everybody. Look at welcome to all my bin warriors, all my bin heads. Great to see everybody here today. I might start saying that all the time. Yeah, I gotta touch every corner of the room, even the secret corners that my hand disappears into. Good to see L. John Michael, B. Grendel S1000, Card King Propaganda, Commander Gab the Mighty Oz, Greg TU, and to Daddy, Live and Sleazy, the Master Mod, not Case's brother somewhere in there, Sabrici, the other Master Mod. Your fish is starting to look a little rough. Might need to catch a fresh one. It looks different to you? Isn't it the same fish, Ty, as always? Is he looking, is he getting faded? It's been curling. It was curling on arrival. It looks like shit. So the same. I mean, we could check other fish ties. I could Google fish tie and see if there's like a hot update. Fish embroidery tie. Wait, this one looks longer. Oh. No, it's not longer. Oop, not that. I have an announcement to make later. Just kidding. This just looks longer on her because she's wearing a high up little skirt. I think I'd already have to be there. It's the exact same tie. This was $41? I don't feel like I spent $41 on this. 1 second, I have to do a little bit of research here. I feel like I spent $10 on this, and that site's selling it for 40? Did I not buy this on Amazon? Did I spend $40 on this tie and just forget about it? I might have. That does sound like the kind of thing I'd do. No, I didn't. I did not. I spent $20 on it though. I won't show you this Amazon landing page because I can never remember if my information is all over it, but yeah, I spent $20. That site is just upcharging by $20 for the same shitty fish tie. I could get another one right now of this exact tie. It's even the same model in this photo on Amazon. That's wild. Look, if I can't scroll up because my like address is up there, but it's just the exact same tie for $20 on Amazon. Yeah, maybe I finally popularized it. I'm not getting it. It's this. I swear to God, it's been the same piece of shit the whole time. Can you get one where the tie is a butthole and the tie is a big turd? Turd tie. I will say this. This is a tie that's for sale on Amazon. So you all know. When I typed in turd tie, I guess that somehow counted as like turkey tie? This is pretty good. I do think this is some pretty good stuff. If we do the Thanksgiving parade this year, it's also so long. Look how long it is down. It's going well past this man's belt. If we do the Thanksgiving parade, I'll keep this tie in mind. And we might have to do it. Looks like we already have some requests today. Oh yeah, one other little piece of not news, but housekeeping. If you want, you can submit audience members for the new segment. That's an old segment, the town hall. If you want a particular person to be in the audience, you can send them a ticket by posting their image in a thread in the bin section of the Discord. Although apparently I put it in the wrong spot instantly. If there's a mod related to the Discord, Exterminator maybe, I don't know, who can fix it, undo my damage, but I put a thread in the bin news article section instead of the bin thread section. I'm not sure how I could have been confused. Yeah, that's right. It's confusing. Anyway, it's in there. It's in all of the threads. But people have already posted some good stuff. Destroy it. We could just remake it too. Destroy this place, utterly awful. Psychor's in there already just talking shit. If somebody wants to delete it and just move my instructions, you can do that too. But, I was nervous about making a thread in the Discord and I failed immediately, and now I can never do it again because it's too much for me. Sabrishi, you did submit a good audience member. In fact, all submitted audience members are now in the audience. Other than Fox Mask is not in there yet because I gotta custom that one. The rest of them are in there. You need to get the crack smoking dog and Manchester pervert boys, throw them in the thread. I have a very simple process for assigning these audience members seats that I can do pretty quickly, so I can get them all in there eventually. We can have thousands of audience members. Thousands of audience members. Not watching the stream, but specifically in the town hall audience. I do thousands of hours of tech work before the stream, but doesn't post a thread at Discord. Yeah, I know my limits. My lane is making assets and messing with OBS. I can't be messing with threads in Discord. The dozens and dozens. Okay. News, I guess? Let's do some news. I don't think we have anything going on this week other than if we hit this sub goal before Friday. The Beyblades have been ordered, so we might Beyblade burst with Munch and Crumb, depending on how the week goes. Maybe I'll finally do that workout stream this week. I'm not making any promises, though. Oh, I have to make a song today. That's a good point. We do have to song it up. Oh my gosh. 20 community. What? 6 community subs and 20 community subs? What the fuck? Sorry, I did not mean to milk you guys that hard. Jesus. What an insane amount of subs right off the jump. Well, it looks like we will be Beyblading as soon as these Beyblades arrive. I think they'll be here by tomorrow, so maybe we'll do it Wednesday. Hype Train, what the fuck, man? Forcing all these people to give subs?
Yeah, that was me. I sent out psychic wavelengths from hell saying I demand. Tantran, you know what to do. Punish Case.
It's not, no, it's nice.
Yes, punish him.
No, I mean, I'm happy that he did it.
Punish. Destroy Case with the subs. It hurts him.
I'm telling you, Hype Train, I'm okay with it.
No, he hates it. Punish his disgusting face and body with all of the subs. Or bits, or whatever. However it works. You've been destroyed. Play me a destruction type beat. Destruction type beat.
I guess that exists. Destruction Trap Beat. Did you realize you already have a rap song going about hype?
And that's why I need one about destruction, Case.
Okay. Never mind, I retract any complaints, that makes perfect sense. What's this one? This is a destruction type beat. Nope, this is a different type of destruction. This is a destruction type beat. Not sure what she's doing there. She's kind of doing a cosmic fidget spin with her upside down cross. Hi, Pepito. I'm going crazy today. This is not your life.
Yeah, this is destruction, alright. Did you misspell destruction, Case?
I did spell destruction. I think that's how we got this 17 view destruction beat. Okay, I spelled it right, and it still gave me this 17 view beat, but this one is a free use destruction type beat. Featuring Dreads. Zen Lumiere Beats! Do you feel the destruction hype train?
Yup. I broke it all and I'm back. Sneaking from hell. Destroying the walls through the cracks I'm sliding. Doing slide through the crack while smoking crack. Crack? I do crack.
That's not really destruction type beat.
Cracks are destruction and also I do some crack.
I don't think you can say... I think people get banned for saying they're doing crack hype train.
But they're not trained. It's legal for trains to do crack. That's a different type of destruction. I can do it all day, cause trains can do whatever there's their compulsion. We got some crack in the back, all the chat smoking crack. But that's bad. I'm saying it's bad that they do it, but I can't deny the chat's in the back and they're smoking crack.
Can you not accuse my chat of smoking crack?
Smoking crack in the back, and yes it's whack, but we all smoking crack in the back. Pouring crack straight out the Similac. Yeah, you know that I got the knack, and I ain't talking PS4, I am talking some crack. Cause we are all about destruction. We starting new insurrections. Doing crack with chat in the back, cause they slamming subs and I can't handle that. We got Eldrick B with the hot tier 1, Shaggy with the 1575, so we got 5 community subs. Dropping all these subs, showing way too much love, and that's breaking everything, Case.
You barely made it through any of the subs.
There's a lot of them coming in. People love me rapping about crack destruction.
I thought it was just gonna be destruction. Why did I have to immediately go to crack hype train?
Cause I said the word crack. Oh, I'll make the rules. Look at this type, look at this beat.
Freestyle beat destroyed from Darkside, featuring Running Homer? Not sure how this is the image of destruction, but I guess it is.
You don't get it all. Me and my boy Homer break shit. We don't give no fucks, that's just how we live. Chalking up the board like Bar Simpson. Except the board it's crack chalk. Yeah, that's right, at my school we write with crack. We bad kids, bitches, can you handle that? On the board, we never write sorry, we write whoops, we all did crack. I got some people to thank, the bad kids, listen up man, I'ma shout you in the mansions, dropping subs cause we bad kids in detention. Woo! We in heaven, Shaggy was 7'5", thank you for the 5 subs. Honestly, everybody today is showing too much love. We got the best, they don't get best. Staying stiff with the 5 subs from Valorant. We got the new royalty. Card King, 5 subs. Everywhere I see, I meant 2. And for Valorant, I actually meant 1. But I like to say the number 5, so we got the mighty eyes with the 100 bits. We got Bundle Sprout with the 5 sub shit. We got Valorant coming in again with the sub bud popping off all day. We got the Tamtran love. Tamtran, hype train, infinite crack forever. Like Snake Road, but you're on crack, so 4 means even better. Tamtran with the plan, the master plan, 20 subs, goddamn what you doing, my friend? I'll tell you what you're doing. Crack!
Why'd you want destruction type beats if all you're gonna talk about is crack, Hype Train? We do not support you doing crack here.
I didn't say we support it, these are gritty street rhymes. Woo! But not to be outdone, Valorant gave us 6 subs as well, son. And that's all the subs that we have got for now. We went from 0 straight up to 42 somehow. Do you know what 42 rhymes with, Case?
Blue?
Nope, it rhymes with crack.
42 does not rhyme with crack.
You don't understand the subtle art of off rhymes. And we high off that crack. Destruction type beat, me and Homer around the street beating feet. Doing crack cause we meet. Yeah, 42, crack. That's the play that we called it. We cracking, man. Destruction. Look at Homer go. Homer on the flow. Got a couple strands of hair left and he's ready to blow. Let's get Homer the show.
Homer has been getting more stressed out as this beat's been going. He's really shaking all over the place.
Level 3, damn, this is the shit. Damn, Tran. Bring it in slowly. That's an insane amount of subs that you have delivered onto the hype today. Praise be the Pope of this stream, which I'm told is a tiny dog. And in honor of his sacrifice how did Pepito become Pope?
You want to vote?
In honor of his sacrifice of getting the most votes, I, the Hype Train, will now rap about combining piss and crack. No one thought that that's possible to rap about. The combination of piss and crack?
Hype Train, you've gotta be dead soon. How long? Can't even see how long you're alive today. It's not showing up on my end. But I feel like you don't have time for that. We don't need to do that at all.
Case, there comes a time in everyone's life when they have to click on the freestyle beat. A shoddy type beat. Look at this.
Homer's had a really bad day. He's not taking any prisoners anymore.
Light this bitch up.
You ready for this? Everybody listen up to this. 2 epidemics on these streets. The cops can't stop a man. I'm talking about crack and piss. Deep inside the crack house, nothing good is going down. You don't need me to tell you that. Way in the back of the crack house, chat with the Hype Train and Tamtran, all doing crack. But what if I told you there's another substance, and you gonna chug it, but you are not gonna love it? Listen up. because it's not clear. Yellow, baby, that's the substance putting in the fear. I'm talking piss. We lace the crack with piss. Now everybody's getting into the pure bliss of huffing up the piss while they smoking the crack. You chugging piss and smoking crack, can you handle that? We got Hype Train, Shaq, and Tantran in the back, pouring out piss straight up into the crack. Can you handle that?
Why is Shaq back again?
Shaq's in the back with Chat, smoking piss and drinking crack. That's right, we switched it up. Piss is now solid, it's a solid substance. Meanwhile, crack's become a liquid. I don't know how it happened, but we are chugging crack and we're pissing the smoke, man. Chick it up, live it up, piss it up, never stop. Shaq and Jack in the back with the train, man. It's too much. We got so much piss that we don't know how to touch our loved ones anymore because we're covered in piss and also crack. We living on the streets, that's how we live. Oh God! It's so fucked up what's happening. It's dark, it's twisted, man. Can you even handle it? These streets are too real.
Where is this happening, Hype Train? Where is this happening?
In the back, where nobody cares about the people on the streets, cause we're living in the back. No one cares about Chat and Shaq, because we all are addicted to crack, which is also piss. Isn't that fucked up case? Go to City Hall, we gonna burn down the place, cause we're that generation that was forever too lost. Or we gonna go down to City Hall and show them who is boss. You can't dismiss us just cause we are smoking crack piss and we're drinking piss crack. That is just how we live, and I will not stand for my generation being left behind. I'm gonna go to City Hall and show them how we do it, man. And that's my tale. That's how we're living, man. That's how we're living. No, the what? No! That's a bad, permanent bed. I told such a beautiful tale.
Sorry about that, everyone. Sometimes the Hype Train is just gets away from you. And,
You don't deserve this music. You don't deserve to hear these hot rhymes. Those were hard truths being told through the power of storytelling.
what hard truths were those, Pepito?
I don't know, the stuff about the piss in the streets and all the crack.
This stream isn't about doing crack.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty confident.
You're just like what he said, you're like City Hall. You don't even care about the people that smoke the piss crack.
It's time for science.
We're doing some science today. We'll go to it after this first story. It's been called for officially, so now we're on a slight moratorium of that word triggering anything. Maybe chat can look up into if crack has ever been laced with piss, and if I'm being incredibly insensitive.
There's 100% crack has to have been laced with piss at some point, by accident, if anything.
I mean, it'd be a really dark situation if it has. I don't mean to make fun of that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you're dismissing it outright by not listening to the Hype Train.
Crack is easy to make. Yeah, what if you slip and you spill some piss in it?
No, please, no.
Yeah, what even is crack?
I don't know.
Then why do you have such a strong opinion on this?
I was moved by the beautiful story.
All right, look, we're 32 minutes into the stream. All we've done is talk about piss and crack. We talked about piss crack for 20 minutes, Pepito.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should shift gears and talking about major world events. Let's do some news. It's still your vagina. Don't let them take it from you. Okay.
I feel like I just get up. Ladies been against me. They want me to come.
Let's get this show back on track. And stop talking about crack. See, I can rhyme too, Case. You don't need to, just leave it behind. Live and Sleazy says he might do a whole crack making stream. Let's not. Live and Sleazy, I'm sure you could show us how it's done. I'll never underestimate your ability to know things. But no! Bring the intelligence of the conversation down and talk about some modern world leaders. Yeah, I can't say that I'm going to actually be talking about anything. On Kick, you could definitely do it. They're probably already doing that on Kick. They're probably throwing crack rots at some guy who then literally dies in front of us all again. Why does this keep happening? I gotta look this up. Why does this keep randomly triggering? What is even doing it? Let it happen? But what are we leveling up? We're not even in the wall. Okay, wait. I'm just curious. I can leave it. But I'd love to know why this is happening. Okay. Congrats, you guys leveled up. You know? I don't even know. Oh, there it is. I have no idea how that's triggering. That's crazy. It doesn't have a trigger even attached to it. Are you killing? Technically, a little BTS here. Technically, that should trigger when an enemy dies. And I don't know. Are you guys somehow gaming the system and killing this enemy behind the scenes? I think Crumb is doing it. Don't blame. Well, you can blame him, actually. Can't believe he's back. I was so thrilled when he died. I don't think he can say that, Jeff. I mean, what? Again?
Vote now.
Is there a poll? Is there like a reward that's on? I'm so confused. What is causing this? All right, I gotta go deep for a second here. Here, I'll show you guys my work. I'll show the work here. It should be easy to find. I don't want to do this. Get me out of here. I don't even know what you guys voted for. Okay. Enemy info. Enemy dead. There's no trigger for it. How is this happening? What? Oh, it's exclamation point H?
Vote now.
How? There's nothing attached to exclamation point H. All right, I gotta find and I have to catch and compromise this command to a permanent end. I've had enough. Exclamation point H. It's supposed to be the headline thing. Oh, but it's also heal. I see what happened. It's been disabled. You've lost your exclamation point H privileges, mods. Sorry. They had a good run while it lasted. If anybody wants an explanation of what happened, I don't need one. I don't know what all of this is, Kate. I don't... What are those other noises? People are, it's different noises depending on what they vote for. Anyway, if you want to know, back in the day we did an RPG Candyland stream where in order to heal the various bad guys, you're still hearing the dong? Okay, well, I think you're not because I'm not hearing it. Anyway, back in the day to heal the bad guys, I had to type in exclamation point H and how much I wanted to heal them. But I think because there's a value that has no health when chat's typing exclamation point H and nothing, it's healing them 0 and then triggering the fact that the enemy's dead. So, but now you no longer can do that. It didn't really make much more sense what you explained it, Case. Just so you know. I still don't get what you're talking about. We're here to talk about comedy is back. It's back and better than ever. Let's get into this. Wait a minute, you lost the story with all of your piss rapping. How could you do this? Alright, we'll go to NBC News for this one. Even though we had a different story pulled up, that Case has now lost. I'm just ready. I want to laugh today. I want some yucks. I just want to sit back, relax, and watch my favorite podcasters that also apparently do comedy. I didn't even know. Do you know that a lot of my favorite podcasters do comedy? I'm actually hearing that for the first time too. That's crazy. Good for them, honestly. I didn't realize that was even an option. There should be a command to interrupt the stream with a random 10-minute Undertaker entrance. That's actually kind of tempting. And then I just get to kind of chill for 10 minutes. Well, you're interrupting the news with your nonsense. See, I finished your... Don't finish my words for me in sort of my voice. You son of a bitch. A-list comedians face backlash for performing the sin of just doing comedy, I guess. Wait a minute, this isn't loading correctly. 1 second. There we go. That's better. Zoom and enhance. Okay, did you hear about this? Have you heard about this Case? We're talking about comedy, so I can say that. Have you heard about this? Classic stuff. We've talked about this briefly on the stream. I don't know all the details, though in broad strokes, a bunch of comedians are going to Saudi Arabia at the express invitation of the Saudi royal family. Mohammed bin Salman and his entertainment authority have summoned the world's finest. And a couple comedians I unfortunately do like. So, you know, jump like trained seals. Any footage of it? Has it? I was trying to find footage. When is it? It's to the 26th to the 9th of October. It's fucking 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks of all of the world's greatest comedians. The best in the biz. Are you denying mustache conservative is, what's his name? Andrew Garfield? Andrew Schultz. You don't think mustache conservative is the one of the greats? He does the Fresh and Fit podcast or something. I can't remember what Andrew Schultz's podcast is, but it's something like Unscrupulous or some shit. You've got to know this if you're going to talk about it. It's not unscrupulous. It's something else, like indefatigable. That can't be. It can't be indefatigable, Jeff. Andrew Schultz is in the Street Fighter movie as Dan, and you're saying he doesn't understand comedy? That's some of the funniest casting ever. That is some pretty great comedy casting right there. You're not interested unless Andrew Dice Clay is going? He might be. This isn't a comprehensive picture that we have up here. Is that Don Riggles? Is this Don Riggles right up in the top middle? Yeah, I think that's Don up there. Don is doing it, unfortunately. I told him, like, hey, you're gonna face some backlash for this. Aziz Ansari is going. The one that's made everyone a little sad is Bill Burr is going. He was sort of building up some kind of anti-authoritarian credibility over the last couple of years, and this doesn't really help with that. Yeah, he's made jokes expressly about how, like, going to do this kind of thing is an embarrassment. On one level, as someone who's applied their craft, is that what you're calling it? Yeah, my craft. For various people that I think are complete pieces of shit. I mean, full disclosure, I think Comcast has tons of problematic practices. Their CEO in particular has various political views that I find pretty reprehensible. And I worked for them, obviously. It's a little different, I think, when it's expressly your face and like your individual brand, and you're signing off on just taking a payday from the Saudis and completely agreeing not to talk bad about their country while doing your stand-up. Because I am vaguely in the comedy space, I feel like I know a lot of people who would go do this for sure. I think a lot of comedians view like doing almost any gig is like, yeah, I'm doing a gig. I take a paycheck from whoever's going to pay me and I do my thing with whatever limitations are imposed by the venue. I think this is a little different, obviously. Like, this is a specific, calculated, and ongoing, like, sports washing / culture washing state strategy from the Saudi Arabian government to just shower money on a bunch of different things that Western audiences view as, like, safe in order to clean up their image. And I think being part of that as a stand-up where it's expressly your face on it is pretty shitty. So I probably have a slightly more mild view of it than somebody, but I still think I wouldn't do this. Like, I wouldn't want Case Blackwell in the lineup here. Not that they asked. That hurts, right? They didn't even ask Mark Maron, who's way more famous than me. And I know that because now he's doing bits about it. The same bit I just did. It's kind of a low-hanging bit, but yeah, it wasn't asked, so it is. I don't know in what universe I would be, but I guess it's easier from the sidelines to say you wouldn't take the blood money, but I feel like I wouldn't do it. I mean, even Shane Gillis didn't do it. Don Riggles, though, he's old school. He believes that if you pay his asking fee, he has to do it. Like, he can't say, yeah, anyone who pays Don Riggles' asking fee, he feels like he's like there's a universal law that he has to do it. So he would do it even if like a white power group asked it. He's done that. Yeah. He does do the same material everywhere, though. I'll give him that. It's always butthole stuff and poop stuff. That is universal. Well, look, here's the details. The comedy festival in the capital of Saudi Arabia has become a cultural flashpoint as major comedians face criticism for accepting seemingly lucrative deals to perform in a country that was virtually impossible to visit until 2019, and a pariah in much of the West for, we'll just say, some human rights kerfuffles. That's what they're trying to get it changed to, is kerfuffle. And it's working. The Riyadh Comedy Festival, which began Friday and runs through October 9th, features a variety of big names such as Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Aziz Ansari, Pete Davidson, Andrew Schultz, Joe Coy, Bill Burr, Jessica Kirson. God, I love Jessica. That one hurt. I'm not actually familiar with... I guess I do know who Joe Coy is. Didn't he host the Golden Globes or something? He's big. They're all huge. Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr! Not Jimmy Carr. Free speech warrior Jimmy Carr? Oh my God, the things he said about free speech moved me so deeply. It really changed the way I view talking about free. The way he talked about free is some of the best. And Louis C.K. See if you can spot him in there. You love Jimmy Carr? Jimmy Carr has some, I don't know, he's kind of on that like Joe Rogan mothership train now. It's hard for me to like him as much, but whatever. I will also say, I don't think... I don't think this is like the worst thing in the world going on. So there also hasn't, like, I think some of the outrage over this has been like slightly exaggerated in my specific circle because I follow like a lot of comedians and I know comedians. I don't know if everybody cares about this that much. Like the human rights abuses that Saudi Arabia is doing is a bigger deal than them like trying to comedy wash it with this weird festival, but it is like it's deeply embarrassing to be as rich as Kevin Hart and be like, I just gotta get paid $2 million by Saudi Arabia. He could just get paid to perform at their weddings and then nobody would even complain about it because it wouldn't be the same PR thing. And I think he has done that, more or less. He's done some private shows that I'm sure have paid him pretty well. Saudis bought a controlling stake in SNK and put Cristiano Ronaldo and DJ Salvatore Ganacci in Fatal Fury just because they are friends with the prince. What a world we live in. The Saudi Arabian controlling stake in SNK leading to Fatal Fury characters. That sounds made up, but I believe it. I believe it too. Let's see what Dave Chappelle's up to. He's enjoying his time over there, seemingly. Look at him go. Incredible. What are they? What? Is that what is? That his new act? Oh, it's looping. It's 100% true. No, I believe it. It just sounds so like, why would they care about that? But, you know, when you got money, you can choose what you care about. He is doing white hands. He's kind of, I miss the old Dave Chappelle sketches where he would do like the full white face, but he just doesn't have time for that anymore. They're like, do that one sketch. And he's like, I'll do the hands, exclusively the hands. I wonder if there's any other clips from this. Oh, here's some pictures. Oh my God. Why is it like a UFC ring? Look at this. What? Wait, can we zoom in and enhance on this? Open a new tab. The Comedy Thunderdome. Holy hell, look at this thing. Even the cameras have to sign NDAs. Yeah, they had to put all the film cameras that they're using to film the event in locked bags, so they didn't end up getting any good footage of it, unfortunately. Look at this comedy. This is sort of this is what you want as a comedian, from my understanding of it, is incredibly high ceilings and a UFC ring. Isn't that kind of considered the optimal comedy space? Yeah, you want that ceiling as high as possible, and you want everybody really spaced out, and you don't want it to be too full. Yeah, you want it to be like a lot of empty seats, and those seats super spaced out, and you do want a good portion of your audience in soundproof boxes to fuel the comedy. Mm-hmm. That's a robot fight arena. This looks so... Oh my God. Okay, this is a complicated one, so it didn't quite fit. We will be doing it encircled today. With one crumb with lost memories versus 30 of his concubines from hell who are trying to convince him to pay child support for his hellspawn. I do think he should be held accountable for his hell children. And I'm glad that he is. What? There's multiple venues. Look, there's an outdoor venue. Oh, this is fun. Look, there's a laughing microphone. The jokes are so good, the dang microphone is laughing. You'll love to see it. What's the over-under for one of them getting arrested over there by the time it's over? I guess if one of them like really feels butthurt about their online cred taking a hit, yeah, they might then they might do like some kind of edgy joke. What's an edgy joke case? What do you mean about Saudi Arabia? I don't know. All you have to do is mention Jamal Khashoggi, right? You don't even have to do a joke. Just be like, I had to pay for a flight on the way down here, but I'm gonna actually get sent back as luggage in a couple different pieces of luggage. So at least I'll save some money. And then and then exclamation point boo. Yeah, we don't need to do the meter on that one. I saw one of your women's knees kill him. That would be another one. What's the deal with women's knees? Just the premise. You don't even need the joke then. The premise just gets you. It doesn't actually feel that funny. No, it's there's some bad stuff going on over there. I'm always a little like, anytime in America we get to feel kind of like this other country's really got some problems. I don't know. I always feel a little like I don't really just want to dunk on Saudi Arabia. Like performing for Trump, in my opinion, which people like Theo Von have also done, I also find pretty equally repellent. So, and if this wasn't like officially sponsored by the state, although I don't think it could happen unless it was, if it was just them going over to Saudi Arabia to perform at like a Saudi Arabian comedy club, I think that's okay. Like, I don't think we need to think of every country that has problems as like this impossible place where people are like totally alien and they wouldn't want to see something like this. But this is legitimately like the state authority scheduling a comedy festival. You know, if there was like the Israeli comedy festival sponsored by Netanyahu, that would be not the best thing to do right now, in my opinion. I think it'd be probably even worse than this, actually, but this isn't that far off from that. You're not excited for WrestleMania in the Middle East? The first time. State Authority Festival sponsored by Electronic Arts. Yeah, the fact they paid $250 million for WrestleMania is pretty nuts. The U.S. can't really get on our high horse for freedom of speech right now? No, although Saudi Arabia does have more open and stricter limitations on free speech than the United States. Tim Dillon, I saw a clip from him. He was gonna do the festival. We can probably find it. You guys might have already seen this. I mean, this is kind of like a couple weeks ago news because this has been building up for a minute. But Tim Dillon did some rant about how he got invited to this and he was going to do it and he's doing it for the money. He's like, see, I'm speaking these blunt truths. But then he got fired, and I guess this is the joke that got him fired. This is good stuff already.
Baby, we're in Saudi Arabia.
What
Come
was
on.
that?
Get your tickets now. October 8th, the day after October 7th. Just funny how it all works. Not something that I had planned.
You know what? You don't want to finish that clip? I think actually I get it. He made a joke about there being slavery, like child slavery over there. I think I'm actually good on watching Tim Dillon clips. What part didn't you like? This is what I mean about us getting too comfortable dunking on Saudi Arabia, or really any other country. Like at the end of the day, you just end up doing Islamophobia, just sort of general racism towards Arabic people. It's impressive how quickly it slides directly into that lane. So I don't know. I do think it's incredibly lame that all these comedians are doing it. We'll all have probably forgotten about this on October 10th, once the festival is over, unless something crazy happens. But I do think, let's just list who's doing it. That'll be our public service for the day. Let's get the y'all ready for this music going. And let's give a list of all the comedians doing this. Just so in case you guys want to check it out. Maybe a couple clips will leak, and I don't want to deprive you guys of seeing some of your faves. So let's get a full list of the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Lineup, please. What's the lineup? Does anybody even have the full list? Oh, come on. I just want the list. Should I just go off Wikipedia? Oh, visit Saudi.com, which you can get your tickets. I guess you could have gotten your tickets already. Festival lineup. Oh my God, they have such an annoying way to click through the festival lineup. It is a lot of people. Well, no choice but to hit the music, guys, and run through it all. Jeff, can you do the honors? Do you mind? I was born for this. This is what I'm here for. To provide my silky smooth voice.
Y'all ready for this?
It's time for your 2025 Riyadh Comedy Festival starting lineup and total lineup. Coming in first, Wayne Brady and Friends, Ari Spears, Jack Whitehall, Sugar, Sammy, Mo Amir, Ali Sadiq, Ben Hart, Jeff Ross, and don't worry, Friends. Oops, I clicked on one of them. We got Gabriel Iglesias, Omid Jolly, Jimmy O. I don't know some of these people, and I'm worried to pronounce their names wrong. Jimmy Owen, Jessica Kirsten. Oh, one of these bears left the cave. It's Tom Segura. Or not Joe King, we're Joe Coy, along with Sam Morrill, Hannibal Burris, make an appearance. It's Street Fighter himself, Andrew Schultz, and that's right, the Flagrant Podcast case. Get it right. Sebastian Maniscalco, Jimmy Carr with his co-headliner, Louis C.K., the boyfriend of various celebrities, Pete Davidson, Mark Norman, very edgy stuff from him, Russell Peters, Zarna Garg, hey, they got a lady on the lineup, that's probably good, Chris Tucker, and there's probably even more. There could be even more, because that didn't include some of them. Unless Aziz pulled out, I thought he was on the list. Well, look, that's your starting lineup, okay? That's just the starting lineup. And many more. Where's Fluffy? Yeah, I don't think that was the full lineup. Or I don't even know if they're doing it. How come it's not giving me the full ass lineup? I can't buy tickets. It said access denied. I need to bust out the VPN, guys, if I want to get tickets for it. Oh, I said him. Oh, Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah, we said him. Maybe we're missing some because there's already been a couple days of it. Wait a minute. Bill Cosby's on here? Look at this. Is this real? Look at this picture they used for Bill Cosby. What? Okay, look, they do have a sense of humor. I'll give it up to the Saudi Arabian Entertainment Authority. They have a little bit of a sense of humor on that one. It's your boy Sebastian Maniscalco. Case, any thoughts on him? No comment. No comment on potentially having worked on a project involving him at some point. We'll just move on. This was a Tim Heidecker joke on Office Hours, I thought. This looks fake. Some of these look fake. This is from PBS. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of fake ones in here. Okay, we used the wrong one. But I'm blaming PBS for posting that picture. Let's see if we can find the real photo. Riyadh Comedy Festival. Dun, 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 dun. I can't give the Saudi Arabian Authority any credit now because they didn't post that hilarious picture. But that would have been beautiful if they had. That would have really healed the divides here. Okay, this looks like the official photo. Well, this is low res. Oh, we also have whatever. Not Two Bears, One Cave. The Mad TV guy and the Ginger. Is that the name of their podcast? Yeah, it's the Mad TV guy and the Ginger for sure. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. This looks so weird. I guess it's just super low res. Okay. Is Will Sasso going? They're all doing it. Germany and Saudi Arabia, comedy legends. Hey, I've seen some funny German stuff. It's too bad that this photo isn't real. That this one photo's not legit. Because that would have made me happy. Some bad things make you happy. Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. I know Bobby Lee's name, but I was forgetting Andrew Santino's name, and I thought it was somehow more diplomatic if I just forgot both. But I know they have a podcast. I technically used to edit a podcast featuring Bobby Lee's ex-wife. But that's all ancient history now. You got fired? Did I get fired? I think I just didn't have time to do it. Bad Friends? I mean, I know people who like the Bad Friends podcast. Okay. Which comedian will win the greatest Royal Rumble? Dolph Ziggler. He does do it. He does do stand-up sometimes. I wonder if Dolph is mad that he didn't get the call. He's already been over there a few times. So unfair. Is he the guy from the Little Dicky show? Andrew Santino is in Little Dicky as like his best friend / manager from the one season. Did I see 2 seasons? The main thing I remember from Little Dicky show is he does a prison rap at one point that I thought was pretty solid. Gina's friends with Bobby Lee. I'm not surprised Bobby Lee is doing it. I'm not surprised a lot of these guys are doing it. I don't even think all of them are like the worst people on the planet. I think they just don't. I think this just for a particular type of comedian, they really don't consider themselves political. And so they just like, even if they are, they're just like, well, I don't really get involved in politics, like while having JD Vance or whatever on their podcast. I think Bobby Lee is kind of in that mold. He's like, I just don't do that stuff. So he doesn't view going to like Saudi Arabia to perform for the royal family as like a political move, but it is. It's like a little bit it's just kind of a dumb guy defense. I think some of these guys are just really leaning into the dumb guy defense. And I think some of them are just legitimately a little dumb when thinking about what all of this means. what's the price is a good question. I don't know. The thing I don't know is how many people actually care about this. Like, to me, this definitely damages my view of like Bill Burr as a speaker of truth to power. However, I have a much less elevated view of comedy, I think, than some people do. I've just never really had it in my brain as like the last bastion of free speech. You know, like South Park's ability to pull no punches is going to save us all. I don't really view comedy that way. Like, I do think of it more as like, it is entertainment, and these comedians will do basically any gig. Some things, though, are a little too far for me, like personally, and I would not do this festival. I'll say that. A lot of them are getting, I've heard 1 million. I think Tim Dillon said he was getting paid 300,000 or something before he got pushed out. They are people who value money over their values. I don't even think this, for some of them, I don't think there's any friction here. Like, I don't think they view this as some challenge to their values. They're like, oh, sick, a gig. I really think for some of them, it is as simple as like, whoa, a really well-paying gig. And that is the end of the thought process. I think if it was something that they absolutely knew would get them in trouble, like performing at a Klan rally, they would have the sense not to do that. But I think that might be like the upper limit of it for some people. I think a lot of comedians are way more Snoop Dogg brained than we're thinking. Like, and obviously Snoop Dogg I don't think would do a Klan rally, but he's notorious for like, he will show up almost anywhere if you pay his appearance fee. I would say 90% of comedians that is their exact same thought process. They probably don't even know where Saudi Arabia is on a map. I'm trying to think if you showed me like a blank map of the Middle East, if I would correctly fill it in myself. I do think I know where it is on a map. Let's test it. There's no time. We've already spent too much time on this. We have to move on. The Klan comedy cavalcade. I think a couple of these people would do it, I'll be honest. I think Pete Davidson might still headline. And that's not because he's racist. I think he'd just be like, it would be fucking funny if I made these Klan guys laugh. Kind of sounds like Peter Griffin. Well, maybe Pete Davidson really does sound like Peter Griffin. I don't know. Snoop did a Trump rally. Yeah, he did. But again, I just don't think they're like, I don't think they view it as like an infringement on their free speech. They're like, yeah, I'm just doing it over there. I'm doing one of my acts over there. It's like when I have to do clean comedy at a club. Some clubs you like can't use the F word. This is the same. I can't use like the slavery word. The S word. Yeah, they can't say shit or slavery. Their S words are more limited than usual. Entity was offered a free trip to Saudi Comic-Con. I politely told my boss no. Or hell no. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be rushing over to Saudi Arabia. I honestly really like visiting. The idea of visiting almost any country is appealing to me. I would just prefer to experience a place firsthand whenever possible. But if it was literally like the Saudi Arabian Entertainment Authority inviting me over, I think I would have to decline. But if I could go, under the right circumstances, I probably would go to Saudi Arabia, but not to perform and not to get paid to go. But I would be curious, like, what's it like over there? So I think I could still see myself going. This is very different. This is like they're using the image of these people to promote the country. I also think if I went, I wouldn't be like, it's incredible what they're doing over there, the modernization of it. They're light years ahead of us. What they're building, it's insane. As a tourist, I guess there's an argument even contributing as a tourist, given some of the things going on in Saudi Arabia, might not be the most moral thing to do. I'd have to think about it, I guess, is what I'm saying. And I have not. Well, I'm sure you'll keep that up, not thinking. Look, some of these comedians have spoken directly to this. I'll do a dramatic reading for you. This is from Theo Von's podcast with Jim Jeffries was on. The Jim Jeffries. Jeffries, I'm going to this thing in Saudi Arabia. I've been given a little bit of grief online, nothing too much. And this is Theo Von. About going to Saudi Arabia? That's Theo Von. Jeffries, yeah, a few people have gotten into the comics who are going, and the list is big. It's Louis C.K., me, Bill Burr, Fluffy's going. Whitney Cummings is going. And this is Von. Oh, it's going to be a big you're going? I don't even get invited. That was Von. And here's Jeffries. It's called the Riyadh Comedy Festival. And here we go. Andrew Schultz, Aziz Ansari, Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries, Jimmy Carr, Joe Coy, Kevin Hart. You know? Wow! That's Vaughn. Jeffries. We got people. Vaughn. Great lineup. Jesse Kirsten, Namesh Patel. Wow! And here's Jeffries. It's a good lineup. I've seen it at any comedy festival ever. Vaughn. Unbelievable! And here's Jeffries again. No, people have been going, oh, how dare you go after after they killed a reporter? That was the big one. There's been a reporter who they killed. You don't think our government fucking bumped people? Oh, I think Jeffrey Epstein was fucking bumped off. You know what I mean? It's a really good point. Because, like the Clintons and Trump did the tag team to kill Jeffrey Epstein. There's no problem with it, actually. Let he who didn't kill Jeffrey Epstein cast the first stone. I mean, I basically was making a similar argument about being overly critical of foreign nations, but I don't know, Mr. Jeffries. I do think there's a slight difference between killing your pedophile overlord because he was starting to rat too hard and brutally massacring a journalist because they reported one thing you didn't like. There's just a couple differences there, but he might get into that. Okay. I'll continue reading then. I'm sure that every place we've damaged a lot of places. That's Vaughn, in case you couldn't tell. Jeffries. Yeah. One reporter was killed by the government. Unfortunate, but not a fucking hill that I'm going to die on, although the reporter did. And I don't know the ins and... I added that part. And I don't know the ins and outs of the government. So then they get into the LIV Golf, right? Okay, the golf tournament. Live Golf. The golfers go up to Saudi Arabia for a king's ransom amount of money, and everyone's like, how dare they, after how they treat their people and all this type of stuff. And the people are like, all right, then you've got Cristiano Ronaldo goes over there and plays, and there he's being paid, and he gets an extra 100, 200 grand every time he kicks a goal as a bonus, 50 grand for an assist. Podcasts are like fun to read. When you script this stuff out, it really makes you realize all of the quality content out there. Yeah, truly. We used to have, quotes from Mark Twain and stuff, but in 100 years, it's going to be Jim Jeffries on Theo Von's podcast with the dash and the date saying, one reporter was killed by the government. Unfortunate, but not a fucking hill that I'm going to die on. It's so unfortunate. A lot of unfortunate things happen. And what are you going to do? Die on a hill? Are bin transcripts available? That would be... This is really long. This is a wild form of content. I got to call out humorism.com as well for just transcribing and posting an entire Theo Von podcast. In defensehumorist.com, this is actually a bunch of different podcasts. This is, I guess, a full breakdown of the various comedians who have now talked about this on podcasts. Stavros also, I guess, talked about it with Chris DiStefano. He said, well, what's good about a gig like that for me personally is this is one where it's not even like there's no question. Jasmine can't come. Oh, they did a bit about it. Well, I guess you got to do a bit about it at least. Hey, Stavros isn't going. I'll give some credit to Stavros. Those Cumtown instincts, keeping him away. Okay, well, look, we've talked about this for long enough. We got a couple other segments, so we got to make a song. And we don't have all day. So let's just let's turn off the segment requests because we're loaded up. And let's get to it. All right, that's all the time we have. Get your tickets at Saudi, what is it? Visit Saudi? I think I should get this right. VisitSaudi.com. Yeah, I don't want to. We can't talk all this trash and not plug the website. It's important that you got to plug every website you talk about. That's true. VisitSaudi.com for all of your tickets. They're going fast. They're going into the country and out of the country as fast as possible. The comedians, because they're scared. But the tickets are also going fast. So, get those today. And I will get out of here today because the words I've said were like a ripple of laughter through a crowd. And you know my name. It's Jeff Ripple. That's correct, Case. That's fucking correct. Enough of all this anti-entertainment bullshit. I'm actually here to enjoy shit, aka trailers, because I'm Trent and I'm at the fucking movies. My parole officer Chris is here. Yes, that's right, wearing a fucking fedora again, I see. Did I ever stop? I feel like I've been rocking this fedora for a while. Only in that shot, you son of a bitch. Stop changing between shots. I like the fedora in the close-up. Dude, I do have sex. Want to hear my song? Well, isn't it played during the pre-stream? It should be at least the outro. Case, change the outro to have my sex song in it, please. It's about time people know. They already know, but they need a reminder that I do in fact have sex, and that's why I made a song about it. Maybe we watch trailers though, because that's like the whole point of the segment. Just to watch a couple. Literally just 3 trailers. You say that like it's not a feat every time. 3 whole trailers I watched. Fearlessly. What's out today? What's the big Cannibal Girls. We're saving Cannibal Girls for last. Because John Michael always shares. He said please, exactly. John Michael always shares some real absolute nasty monster trailers. Oh, there's a new One Piece trailer. One Piece trailer. Will this season also be surprisingly okay?
This journey won't be easy, Luffy.
Or will they lose their shit and fuck it up? Let's find out through the power of trailer right now.
This journey won't be easy, Luffy. Every bounty hunter, every pirate out there, they'll all be after you.
Look at this place! It's awesome!
Luffy and his friends, they have no idea what they've just walked into.
You want to see it, don't you?
Kind of weird music
I need to
choices.
find Luffy before White Hunter.
What is that?
It's a giant.
They can send every bounty hunter. Won't change a damn thing.
They can hunt me. They can chase me. But I'll never stop. Because I'm going to be king of the pirates.
We'll handle this problem on our own.
Oh, I'm familiar with that. I'll say this. The trailer for season 1 was not very good. I'll give you that. The trailer was pretty lackluster. So I do feel like there's a tradition to uphold of the trailer being pretty confusingly awkward. And then the show being okay. So maybe that's this. I can't bet against this again because I was so wrong last time. I thought it was going to be the worst shit ever. And instead I watched all of it and was fairly happy. More than any anime fan could ask for. Just being pleasantly semi-satisfied with something? Yeah. It's so rare with a live action anime adaptation. But that is a fair score for this trailer. I hate floating jumps they do with strings in live action. It is dumb looking. It did look a little dumb there. I can't remember if the action in the first season looked good or bad. Honestly, I can't remember much. Other than being like, alright, sure. Okay. Well look, from a anime to a movie, to a comic to a movie to a game? What? That's what we're gonna watch now. It's the Wolverine trailer. It's been out for a minute, but I haven't seen it yet, so let's do it.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Oh. Oops. His hair is a little pointy. There's a hint of pointiness.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying.
It would feel bad to get killed by a guy dressed like this.
Where I go.
The cowboy version and the yellow version.
How far I run.
Wolverine's going to Riyadh too. That's unfortunate.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Oh, it's Mystique.
'Cause I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Oh. I mean, respect to them for just having him murder everybody. Not one bub, 0 out of 10. That's a rough standard. Although you're right, actually, I agree. 0 out of 10 for no bubs. You didn't say bub at all. He almost certainly says it in the game. There's almost a 0% chance there's not one in there, but they didn't prove to me that there was. So I have to politely disagree with chat and say 0 out of 10. Though I do respect that he's a murder machine, because he is a guy with razor sharp claws. At a certain point, what else, if you're gonna have a Wolverine game, well, he could have fought only robots. That's been a classic for Wolverine video games. Just everybody's a Reploid or a robot. But they did go with the full-on stab you in the head, Mortal Kombat style, mid-combo bone breaker animation. And I do think that's good. We're in agreement for once. Just let him be an ultra-violent murder monster. He's a Wolverine, man. Wearing a funny mask. That was red robot oil. Oh, they fucking roboted us again. That's true. There's no proof that those aren't all robots with red robot oil. So we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, this has to be full of ultra violence because it's Cannibal Girls from 1973.
Once upon a time, there was a little country town where folks had a very strange diet. Strangers who stopped for lunch ended up staying for dinner.
Wilson, I just had yes! This just came in this morning.
What type of human meat is that?
Mrs. Wilson, if it was any fresher, it would get up and tell you itself.
American International Pictures presents Cannibal Girls.
That guy didn't look like a girl.
They're young, beautiful, and very, very sexy.
Oh.
They love every man they meet.
Oh.
First to death, then for dinner.
They love you to death, then for dinner?
What will you have for dinner, my lovelies? What will you have?
Oh.
In case you hadn't noticed, I decided to stay.
No.
Yes, it's rather nice to have a man around the house.
I'll bet. Whoa!
In order not to offend or horrify those in the audience of a squeamish or prudish disposition, the sound of a bell in the theater will warn you when to close your eyes or turn away so that you may avoid witnessing certain scenes of an especially erotic or gruesome nature.
Erotic and gruesome?
All we ever do around here is cook and eat. Food can be
I love this bell.
appetizer.
I'm looking forward to the main course myself.
That had to be his penis getting it.
Girls. Remember, in order not to offend or horrify those in the audience of a squeamish or prudish disposition, the sound of a bell in the theater will warn you when to close your eyes
or
turn away so that you may avoid witnessing certain scenes of an especially erotic or gruesome nature.
Whoa! Is that a warning? Did they think that the title screen was extremely erotic and gruesome? It does say Cannibal and Girls in the title. This is a loud bell. Other people need to know. I think this would be great. If when you saw, what's the modern horror movie? Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness? Yeah, if in the horror film Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, they set off a bell whenever things got too erotic or gruesome. Yeah, Little Women. Yeah, or in Little Women. Or in the Conjuring films. Dude, that's some sexy bobble shit. When that couple has unsimulated sex in all of the Conjuring films, I always thought that was a weird choice, and I would have appreciated a bell. Because also they sub in the original couple for those scenes, because the famous actors wouldn't do it. Yeah, when they get the actual couple from the original, the people The Conjuring is based on to have sex unsimulated on camera, I thought that was a bit much too. And I would have appreciated the bell. Mouse Hunt did have the bell for all of its sex scenes, actually. Yeah, that was one thing I liked about Mouse Hunt. Because it was mostly the mice fucking. Yeah, it was fucked up. Showing all that up close mouse sex, I was not ready for that. Because I didn't close my eyes because I'm not a prude or a squirm. You're young. You'll squirm and prude eventually. No, I won't. All right, look, that's 3 for today. I'd love to do more. There's other hot trailers in here like Jay Kelly and Down Cemetery Road. And of course, Zootopia 2. Oh, Zootopia 2 we don't get to? We'll save it for next time. Because for now, at this time, you do in fact know what it is. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. What the? We need to interview somebody. Then I gotta send it to chat. Then we gotta make this song. And then on Wednesday, we're gonna catch up with all the news you guys have shared. Because I just don't have time right now. There's no time. Sad music keeps playing. I changed everything around and it's in the wrong spot. To confuse all these other people who are hitting it too often. Can we get Rob Love's opinions on Robbie Love's opinions on new ties and why skating is better than fish ties. Can he sway Case into buying a skate tie? Robbie Love does love to skate, almost as much as he loves love. I don't know if I can be convinced. Oh my god, you're right, and there's an encircled. Yeah, I gotta keep it moving. I gotta just talk to Robbie Love for just a second here. Okay. See if Mr. Love is available. I know he is. I honestly already know that he is. He doesn't have anything going on. Sorry, Robbie. I mean, I just know for a fact that that's true. So let's get him in here. Oh, great. Can already tell that he's arriving. Something's telling me this guy is coming in hot. You guessed it. Yup.
Roller skates are my ride. Got love girls by my side.
Got it. No time. I gotta convince this guy. Oh, don't do that to my voice. Hey, word on the street is you need to buy you need to tie yourself up with skates? You don't even know what you're supposed to convince me of? You're supposed to do S&M with skates or something. And don't be a prude. What, do I need to ring a bell for you? Like in the cannibal thing? Oh, you were watching the stream? I knew you were going to call on me because I pay attention to the alerts. So yeah, I was watching just in case anything valuable, nothing valuable happened. Well, the point is wear skates or something. No, it's a skating tie. You're supposed to convince me to wear a skating tie. Oh. Just do that. I already have this fish tie, Robbie. You're sounding like a huge prude and a squirm. You sound like a prudy squirm. What? Why? Because I don't want to buy an extra tie? I have the fish tie. It's a silly tie. At this point, I've made too many assets that include the tie to switch. Wah. Boo, 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 boo. I'm a tiny baby who cries, is all I hear. You want to know why you suck? You know what you and babies have in common? Neither of you have sex, like me. Boom.
Stride, took it smooth.
You, Robbie, that's a no. No, they don't though, and neither do you. That's the thing I hate most about being a baby, is you can't. Or anyone under 18. What? No, Robbie, stop taking it in this weird fucking direction. I'm just not gonna buy a tie. I'm doing my best. I'm really trying. Oh, also skating is better than fish ties. That's your opinion? You didn't just take that from chat? Yeah, it is objectively better. It's better to like do an activity than to put on a tie. I know a lot of people think that's fucked up of me to say. I've taken a ton of grief for this. I've lost friends over this. Don't act like this is not my opinion. Who the fuck cares? Who have you lost? Oh, my mom. She will not talk to me anymore. And she's addicted to methamphetamines now. Because I would not stop blogging about this. I think putting on a tie is not as good as skating. And I don't care, Mom. I love you, but if you die, I will still have this opinion. What bothered her about it the most? She loves wearing ties. She's probably wearing one right now. Tying off the arm and tying on a tie. That's you, Mom. You do you. I'll do Robbie Love, actually. I'll do Robbie Love. I'll be skating.
Halfpipe takes me to the sky.
Anyway, you get it, man? Can we move on? I got some opinions on how I actually want to start my own comedy festival in Riyadh. The Robbie Love Riyadh Comedy Festival? You said you'd do one if it wasn't explicitly through the Saudi Arabian Entertainment Authority. And they are not interested. So this will be an independent event. How are you going to get in the country if you don't have their approval? Skating. I'm going to skate in. Skate in with this song playing. Just me, a train of the world's greatest comedians also skating in. We're here to liberate you all with incredibly free speech and totally free nipples. All 6 of mine will be out. Yeah, I got some extra nipples put in. Like a dog, baby. Bark, bark. All right, Robbie, that's all the time we have. What? No, I have more shit to say. Oh. We're going to move on. We got to check in with chat. I don't even know what the science is for today, but it's happening. It's science time.
Science time. Calculus and science eyes.
Nah, you don't need to suggest anything. As a true scientist, I can hold the science out of almost any subject. Oh, Kendall's here. What's up?
Oh,
What's
shit.
that?
Who's that?
Kendall's
walking over
hungry.
here? Is that
What do you want to
Kendall
eat?
fucking Lynn? Yo, let me tell you about a girl named Kendall. Got a vibe so wild, man, she's raised Mel. This is Christine by size of the
What's that?
party.
Kendall wants spaghetti.
Attitude popping, always popping off. Say the wrong thing, she's gonna pop.
Okay.
Off a Luke Queen crack shell with the grin.
Case is
Yo, that's
slacking
so
on his duties. I, Chet,
Why?
will scientifically order you
What?
spaghetti.
Kendall?
Name is what?
Want to say hi?
Kendall?
Her name is what?
It's in a tight
What's her
close-up.
name?
Kendall?
Yeah.
They can't see how dirty your lower half is.
Yo, let us
She doesn't want to say hi. She just wants spaghetti. Vomit on the sweater already? Not today. Only spaghetti. Let's see. Play my music while I order spaghetti. Chatai. Execute program. Control Alt spaghetti. Okay. It's. I mean, I just Googled up a spaghetti recipe. That's not what I said, dude. I don't have a specific program called Control Alt Spaghetti. This is Main TV. Thank you for the raid. We're trying to make my robot here order us spaghetti, and he's being difficult. Well, I mean, you did give me your credit card number, so I guess I'll just Order the first Google result for spaghetti? That's what I'm talking about. Take some initiative. Spaghetti Raiders, prepare. It's time to order spaghetti. Big love as well, this is main TV. I'm executing my new function, Control Alt Spaghetti. We won't be denied, not anymore. Okay. Whoa, this is... There's some spaghetti pictures in here that do not look good. Okay, that's the spaghetti. And also, that's the spaghetti. Okay. And that's why everyone uses AI. Because I'm already done ordering spaghetti. Oh my god, that's a new record for speed on ordering. No mortal could order spaghetti at that speed. But that's what my proprietary AI system can do. It's spaghetti us up in mere seconds. Holy hell. Anyway, today we're talking about crack piss. Piss crack. And what is the science behind it?
Listen up, Jack.
Oh my God.
Skimmer Just Mama Jam 300 shiny tasty coins, and I've been dying to say this.
Yes, Mr. President?
I used to eat spaghetti with Winston Churchill Lady in the Tramp style.
I would love to do that. I always wanted to kiss Obama. Either one of them. Michelle, his brother from Kenya, or the real deal himself. A lady in the Tramp style, just eating spaghetti with the president, you start kissing. I am programmed to not really be bothered by anything you're saying, so all this sounds fine to me. Just something about presidents. And eating spaghetti does it for me. No need to think about that. I do like it. I like what the former president is saying there. Also, I'm curious about this. How long does crack stay in your urine? Questions we'd love to talk. I can email thejourneyhillside.com with all of my crack piss questions. What is crack? Well, it's a powerful stimulant drug that affects the nervous system. Okay, I knew that. I'm actually aware. I've actually studied this subject before. How is crack cocaine produced? It's a powder cocaine. It's a mixture of water and baking soda. Well, we can't get into that because we can't encourage people to be making this kind of stuff. How long does it stay in my piss? It is critical to understand how your body processes cocaine. Okay? It can depend on things like body size. How long have you been doing it? Liver function. And also probably like squat max. Your max squat, I think, also affects it a lot. So for me, it stays in for about 20 minutes. What happens in your body? The liver does stuff. Your piss does stuff. But the key takeaway is 6 to 8 hours, or as many as several days. And again, most of that is based on your squat max. So if you're only putting up like 150, you're probably going to be pissing crack for about the next 6 months. But if you're putting up a clean 500 for 2 reps, like I'm not even stressing about it. 2 reps kind of like easily, the crack will probably explode out of your penis about 2 minutes after you snort it. Well, you snort cocaine. Or what, freebase it? Yeah. Okay. So that's the science behind that, in case anyone was wondering. However, I have a more pressing matter now that we've looked up, now that spaghetti has been brought up. That is the science of spaghetti. What is the science of spaghetti? And what would happen if I typed that into YouTube? Would there be a convenient video scientifically breaking down spaghetti? Okay.
A fantastic looking pasta bridge. Pretty good, huh?
Yes.
Pasta bridge. No other bridge could claim to be 100%
Why is it so quiet?
pasta. Minus the glue. 99.8% pasta. 0.2% glue.
It's so quiet.
Sail, Captain. Set sail. Set sail for the land of pasta bridges. A fantastic looking pasta bridge.
That's what came up when I looked up science plus spaghetti. Here's a spaghetti.
This is super weird. Take a spaghetti noodle, hold it at the ends, and try to break it like this.
Ah.
This is super weird. Take a spaghetti noodle, hold it at the ends, and try to break it like this. Did you see that? It never breaks in 2 pieces. Let's roll the instant replay.
What?
Oh. It always breaks into 3 or more pieces.
What?
And if you don't believe me, you should try it for yourself. And it's not just noodles.
Oh my word, look at that. The pole snapped.
Did you catch that? Look at it again.
I didn't, dude.
His pole snapped, not just in half, but into 3 pieces.
Oh my God.
But why? I mean, what's happening?
Explain it.
Well, spaghetti is long and skinny and flexible until it reaches its breaking point. This pasta puzzle stumped some really smart people. Even Richard Feynman, who solved some of the toughest problems in quantum physics. His noodle couldn't figure out these noodles. Until 2005, when a pair of MIT scientists cracked it, literally. They built a high-tech spaghetti
back on crack.
so they can control and measure the popping pasta. When a spaghetti noodle bends, the outer side is stretched in tension while the inner side is squeezed in compression. Well, the first break always seems to happen near the middle, where its curvature is the highest. But there's all this stored energy in that bent noodle, and that energy has to go somewhere.
Where?
It gets suddenly released as this rapid recoil. The scientists found that the 2 halves whip back in the opposite direction as they try to straighten. It sends a shockwave down each piece. It warps it so sharply that they often break in 1 or more other spots too. This is called a cascading failure.
What?
And that's why you almost never get just 2 pieces. These same scientists also figured out that you actually can get spaghetti to break into only 2 pieces if you twist it before you bend it. That way, when it snaps, that unwinding motion cancels out some of the wave motion and prevents the cascading failure. Now, a pole vaulter isn't gonna care how many pieces their pole snaps into.
Well, I might.
I mean, 2's already too many. But it's still pretty awesome that a noodle can unlock a mystery of physics.
That's why you can never not take spaghetti seriously. Because probably a lot of people thought when I clicked on Sky and Spaghetti that we were just gonna see that guy putting a bridge on his head. But no, we pushed through. We found out that spaghetti actually cracked the most important scientific question of the last 1 million years. And that's why it break like that. And now we know why it break like that. It break like that for a good reason. Because of waves. But if you bend a wave, it actually breaks the way you'd expect. And that's what we learned today. Bending waves does that. Whoa, really good point. Yeah. Twitch That Spaghetti is an awful Twitch username. That's what you think now. But if you consider it more carefully, then you never know what the science might uncover. And as I'm told that we're behind on time, that is the most I am supposed to talk. And so at the point of which the ending is, it has been what is already said. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Jet guy, the science eye. Calculus and jet, steady, second, meter, flight, jet guy, science eyes.
What the fuck? That's not how that's supposed to go at all. I just think soda's better without ice. I just think you should... What is happening? Oh, it all looks wrong. God damn it. And I'm in the wrong color coat. This is all working wrong today. There we go, that's better. Okay. I'm done messing around. Look, this doesn't fit up here at all. Dang it. Let me see if I can fix this. I'm always fixing things on this stream. All right. One crumb with lost memories. Well, that's debatable. I'm just going to say one crumb. Verse 30 hell concubines that are claiming to be mine. I'm glad to clear my name today against these slanderous accusations. Frankly, there's no proof that I was ever in hell outside of some deep fakes in a wall stream. That's my contention. And I challenge any of you. Prove me wrong, bro. You kids out there, or you guys all look pretty normal, in the wide at least. There's no proof that I had the act of coitus with any of you. And I look, I don't like to call people liars, but I refuse to accept that I've fucked. Not that I ever fucked, but just that I refuse to accept that I had sex in hell and that I was in hell. I want to be clear on my statements. So let's hope that this segment still works, given that the intro is totally broken. I do need to make some claims, and I'm gonna let you know what all three of them are right now. My first claim is I didn't have sex, and just for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But just know I have had sex. My first claim is just that I didn't have sex. I'm not attracted to demons, is my second claim, and I think that's clear. My third claim is just Munch is a liar. Everyone is lying. I don't want to call everyone a liar, but everyone is lying. Okay, and we'll get through those as quickly as possible. You can vote people off once they're on the exclamation point FL, I believe. Exclamation point F, maybe? Something like that. Or RF. Exclamation point RF is how you're going to be able to vote these people off. Let's see who wants to step to me, because my first claim is I didn't have sex. I did not. So bring it on. I disagree. That's your claim. I disagree. Oh, also, you can, if you can submit counterclaims with exclamation point CC, hopefully that's working. We can only hope that that is in fact working, because, well, let me make sure that it's working, because the whole, you're killing time, and you need to be raising your hell spawn. Stop wasting our time and start raising the spawn of hell. Ask them if you can have the poster. What are you all talking about? Look, I'm going to try to fix even more things that are broken on this stream and make sure that exclamation point CC is working. It should be on. It should be on. Test. Okay, it is working. It's working. I don't know why it's being difficult for some of you, but exclamation point CC followed by your claim should submit a counter. Stop wasting our time. Looks like we have 20 minutes in the wide. What? Sorry, what's your name? Who are you? Raslabar. I've never met you, okay? Look, everybody's been claiming that I died and went to hell. And the only proof I've seen of that is one Twitch stream and my absence for 2 to 4 months from everything. I have no record of my life for roughly 2 to 4 months. Entirely starting on a very specific date. Other than that, I've seen no proof that I died. Other than the video of me getting my head exploded by a gorilla, I've seen no proof. You had so many insects with me. You're an insect? I am a master. Which one of you did I... There's so many heads there. Which one of you was I even supposedly with? All of us, big boy. You were crazy. We did it all. You can vote them out with exclamation point RF, or you have 5 minutes to try to convince me. If we had sex, what's my safe word? Jif Uncrustables. My wife could have told you that because she posted about that. And we had to change. I've been planning to change that safe word for a while. I haven't yet. But she did make an Instagram post about that. So that doesn't, that was a trick question. That doesn't prove anything. And because I do eat a lot of Jif Uncrustables, so, and I'm one of the few people that calls it that. A lot of people just call it Uncrustables. But I like to say the brand name too. The way you talk still does it for me. Let's get back together. Let's get out of here. Together we can have so many more. And we can raise them in the pits. Look, I think you're a man. Many men. And I this is just my personal, I am a heterosexual. I'm not sexually interested in men. And it's fine that you are, but I'm just not the target audience here. So, and that's another reason why this just, I'm on the record as saying, and obviously I'm in support of the LGBTQ community, but I'm just not interested. So, we've already fucked so much. But I'm saying we didn't, because I wouldn't. And it's like Kamala Harris said. I would have totally had Pete Buttigieg on my campaign if he weren't gay at an inconvenient time. What I'm saying is I'm not gay at an inconvenient time. If I were, obviously I'd be open to this. But at this time, it's just the timing is that I'm not. Does that make sense? What? I'm just trying to, like my girl Kamala said, you know. I can't. I didn't. Name our kids if we have all these kids. Rathba, Kramstalamuf, Gwandavor, Miliraktoforaswa, Brian. Only one of those is on my list of prospective child names, so. How many red flags is this going to take? I think too many. I think it takes too many. Wonderful misses you. Really? Every day he says, well, my daddy. That's how he sounds? Yeah. Oh, did you just do my voice? No. Oh.
Okay, pause. That's time. Please wait in your seat.
What? What are we doing now? Oh, that's a good fall. This is a good fall. I like it. Ah, oh, the pain feels right. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I had a cough. I had a little cough there. Okay. Well, look, he defended his claim well because you guys didn't vote him off. But I don't, I wasn't convinced. You know, debate is all about sharing your opinion in a free and open discourse. I think we both did that. I think we both made some good points. But I do think my point still stands, which is, I didn't. My main point is, nope, I didn't do that. So, but I do have another point, and it's very simple. It's actually, I'm not attracted to demons. So, sorry. And I don't want to, well, we'll get into it later. Who's up next? Oh, yes. Let's do this. Hello there. You can redeem yourself by releasing the Hang In There poster from hell. If you don't, you'll never find. Al Manchester is my counterclaim to me being attracted to demons. You know Al? Yes, he's in there. All versions of you from all realities circle the pits of hell and end up in our swirling inferno. Al is down there? Yes. Every mistake you've ever made exists in the infinite portal of hell.
And El Manchester is a mistake. Something that shouldn't exist.
This is very lore heavy. El Manchester is Munch's alter ego, but he was a nice guy. I mean, he might have been putting it on, but I certainly wish that's the Munch I was dealing with. If he was in hell, that'd be sad.
It is sad. He's suffering. You should return to help him, and help raise our son.
We have a son?
Yes.
What's his name?
Crumb.
I just named him after myself?
He came out just like you, but with a couple face spikes. And he's already 3,000 years old.
What?
Time is... a mystery in hell. It follows, Tenet rules. So it's not very well thought out. When you really think about it, you're like, what? But he's old now.
Okay. Well, I have no memory of that, okay? Everybody here today. Okay. Let me just adjust one part of my neck. Look, everybody. All you seem like nice people, okay? But, and I mean this respectfully, I don't find you and your horns and your hell aesthetic and your morphing voice to be particularly attractive.
Really? Look me in the eyes. Look me in all 6 of my tongues.
I only see one.
The others are below.
Oh.
And let me know that you're not interested.
They're demons? Sorry, demons. I'm just not into it.
You're looking at the tongues?
I can see that there's something going on there.
And?
I'm not, it's interesting. I'll admit I'm curious what that is. I mean, what is that? How does that, all of those work like tongues?
Yes. With no mouths. Purely like they wrap around it, you know what I mean? I also have the mouth. And I can do things with it. Things beyond your imagination. Do you see?
I'm not into it. I'm not like, it's flattering. It's flattering that you're interested, but that's it. I mean, how'd that even work? How would that even really work? I don't think it would.
Kendall, you want to say hi?
Kendall's our producer's walking up. Just so you know, the food is I got the Uber order shared with me, and it should be here by 6:25 to 6:40. Just so you know.
Hurry up, Crumb. You're wasting time. Soon this countdown will be at its end.
Well, then you're done.
And you'll never have another chance with me. This is your last shot. Take it or leave it. Me and all 6 of my tongues are walking out of that door unless you get it together.
I'm not, that's fine. I don't believe, I'm sorry, you haven't said anything that's convinced me.
I have your nummy rag.
What?
You left it.
I haven't been able to find it.
Somehow you cut a deal to summon it to hell, and I'm the one who has it.
My little nummy guy? How'd you get that? I want it back.
It's disgusting even for me. I'd like to get rid of it, but I won't give it back unless you start raising your children.
I think I just misplaced it. I think because my wife had a roommate for a while, he might have moved it, and I'm going to find it. So how would you even get it?
You summoned it with a disgusting ritual requiring many souls. You said it was worth it, and then when it appeared, everyone, all of your concubines, all of us were like, this is what you wanted to summon? And do you think I don't know you?
I'm not that obsessed with my childhood blankie, my little nummy. It's not like I miss it that much. If you have it though, you should give it back. It's stained in a way that I can't imagine anyone else wanting it, so. Please, I mean it.
Okay, pause. That's time. Please wait in your seat.
All right.
I'm on my way down. You could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. Oh, yes. Feels like a Sunday afternoon.
Not the most effective way to dispense with demons, probably. All right. Let's see. Got one more claim before we get out of here for the day. Yeah, Kendall's just out there waiting. That is very kind of her. Do appreciate that. Okay. Just looking for our next guest. Darn it. Oh, right. Oh my. Okay, let's see who else we've got. My next claim is everyone is lying. I think you're all liars. Hello. Anything, I see that your point is if you weren't in hell, how do I have your penis? That's strange. I think this look might be a little bit of a red flag, honestly. Not that this isn't a loud look, I just wonder, should you be wearing that particular getup? I mean, unless it's your culture. Are you mad at me? Is that why you're not talking? The silent treatment is a full-on debate show, supposedly, so if you don't say anything, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, well, look, I don't need to defend myself against silence. I do believe you're lying if you're claiming that I have had your children, that you've had mine, or however it works in hell, whoever was overflowing with pestilent demons and giving birth to them in some kind of fiery pit. That's not me. I don't think I'd be in hell, and I do think you're telling a fib. There's so many red flags required. I feel like reduce that requirement. Something about looking at you is making me feel a little unsettled. If you could just say anything, it would bring me some comfort. If you don't mind. I'm sorry if I hurt you in some way, but I don't believe we've met.
Hold, you've been voted out by the group.
Ooh, yeah! Woo! Okay, you had something to say at the end there, at least, I guess. That's interesting. Okay. Let's try one more before we get out of here, or depending on how many of you vote him out. This next person, again, I do believe you're all still liars. That's my claim. Oopsie, I hit a new claim. By accident. Shoot. I've circled back to the first claim by accident. What? Oh, you taught it. I'd handily taught it. I'm like a G.I. Joe down there, completely smooth and hard and plastic. Hi. You are? Then how would we have had... See, this is what I mean. Well, I don't necessarily believe you're lying about that. I'm not. There's nothing down there. This pot of gold extends all the way down. It's all pot. Okay, then how would we have had kids? You finished to completion inside of my gold. And we had golden children. They came out as little coins with faces. And they were scampering around hell, looking for their daddy. That is a joke. Wow. You used to do it. You used to come by all the time. And you'd say, oh, it's my little pot of gold. And I'm ready to make a deposit. And I'd say, well, actually, here we only accept coins. And he'd say, I'm gonna bust like Mario breaking a block tonight. And that was not very good. It was not good foreplay talk at all. But I liked you nonetheless because you have a shiny head like me. I have no memory of this. All of this is so dumb. Why would I, if I was in hell, just immediately start having sex with all of these different entities that most of which aren't, you don't even have genitals, don't need them. I'm a deposit box if you think about it. A deposit bowl. I'm a pot of gold. Yeah, I can see that. Do you even know my name? Do you even remember my name? I don't. I don't believe you. I'm sorry. It's Lampert. Okay. Feels also made up. That hurts. You used to tell me that you loved me. Lampert, I love you. Why is your name Lampert if you're a pot of gold? Well, you're a human. Why isn't your name Human? It's a normal name for a pot of gold. You're breaking my heart. If you're in hell, why is everybody forming such big emotional attachments? Because all we've got down there is each other. You'd understand that if you had a heart. Well, wouldn't in hell, why would I have a heart? If it's hell, shouldn't I be acting like a huge piece of shit? You were. You were the piece of shit in the fall play. Sewer Goblin. It's a huge play in hell. It's written by Walter Cronkite. You're saying Walter Cronkite wrote a play called Sewer Goblin. Is Walter Cronkite even dead? He wrote it before he died either way. It's big in hell. He wrote a play called Sewer Goblin where one of the characters is a huge piece of shit. You're just saying stuff everybody knows. How much time is left with this guy? 2 minutes? 2 frickin' minutes? You don't even want to talk to me for 2 minutes. I had thousands of dollars of children. It's only 3 kids, but the gold is very valuable. And they miss you. Little DeBlon, Little DeBlorn, and DeBloony. My kids' names are DeBlorn, DeBlon, and DeBloony. DeBlon, DeBlorn, DeBloony. God, I just, look, all this is just so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Why? How do you expect me to believe I came in a pot of gold? I had 3 kids, all essentially named Doubloon, and your name is Lampert? How come the other ones are named after gold? Because you named them. And you're racist. What? It's fine. You're in hell. We liked it. We liked it at the time that you have got cultural insensitivities around cosmic objects. But now...
Hold. You've been voted out by the group.
I don't even... Never call me. You're not even going to say anything as you fall? Okay, well look, we only got a minute left. Maybe one more of you can chat it up with me, I guess. I feel like if I were in hell, I might have had sex with like at least one thing I would consider having sex with in the real world here. Is that an option? Could we maybe talk to like one thing I would have actually ever considered making love to? Anyway, who else? What else? Who else we got? Yes, you there. Okay, it's not working. Some of these buttons are straight up not working. 1 second, everybody. What the heck? Okay, 1 second. I have to trigger this in a different way. Doing some producing work like usual. Okay. Let's see if this works. There we go. Your baby is bald and addicted to gambling. That's cute. If you want to insult me, that's fair. Okay. That's pretty... I don't think you can say that. I don't know what your race is because you're a furry creature, but I've never seen an Italian do that. Oh, my wife is not with her French instructor. She's just learning French at her own pace. And she learned a lot more while I was in my fugue state or having a little memory oopsie. She does love me. Oh, well, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. I'm sorry. I'm sure if I did, that would hurt to hear. Yeah, my dad did tell me that story, but you know, my dad was in politics too.
Okay, pause. That's time. Please wait in your seat.
Well, you heard what he had to say, so you can be the judge of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. It's got more heated than I expected. Some personal details about me were just divulged that I never intended to tell anyone. And I don't know how exactly that little fuzzy man knew that. Or woman. I'm sure they're fine. These are demons we're dealing with, so a little fall and some fire is I'm assuming how you guys live? All of you demons? You shape-shifting Beelzebubs? Because they look normal in the wide, but when you look at them up close, their form shifts into visions I never expected to see. I still don't believe I was in hell. None of you convinced me, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. And I'm also sure that that's all the time we have. I hope some minds were changed today and that we can all move forward accepting that I was never in hell and that everything's normal again. It's all back to normal. Okay, thanks everyone. What's this music? This is the jambalaya music still? This is got its own music. Woo! We're back, y'all. Back in the studio. Ready to make another hit. We switch out to my producing headphones. I gotta put my cans on so that we can really get some production done around here. Turn me up in my headphones. Thank you so much for the follow. The Terror Monster. It's just the kind of name we need around here. And just the vibe. Ideal. Okay. What was the request? This is a segment where we make a song together. From writing to stealing a beat to singing it 1 to 2 times. We do the full production process here with DJ C4. The request we have was for a song by Jizbo. I went into the wall and all I got was this crappy t-shirt. Yes? What's up? Oh, the food. Sorry, I'll be right back. There is food here. Listen to this hot music.
Okay. I went into the wall and all I got was this crappy t-shirt. What'd you get from the ghostwriter? Burritos? That's a good lyric. You might take that. You can't just be spitting out gold like that before you've even started these lyrics. We can absolutely raid Call Me Aurelius. Thank you for the heads up that they are streaming right now. In fact, we'll go ahead and give them the little preparatory follow here, so that we don't forget. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to focus on speed today.
You'll have one teammate assigned to
Call Me
rescue.
Aurelius already on. Already hit with follow. Oh, there's a couple tracks to choose from in the bin comments thread. Fantastic. It's gonna save us some time. Oh shit, this is gonna be an emotional one. Turn it up. Really fast ska. The request is for a Celtic shoegaze type track from Sabrici, who has shared this music. So I guess this is exactly that. It's sort of dwarf rock, I guess is what we're going for. And we're also, just a heads up, we're getting Disbo on his off day, so he's gonna look a little different. He's wearing what he wears when he's just relaxing at home. Yeah, the Rockin' Stone is ready. This is beautiful. Okay, that's... Listen to this one. I think the first one might be easier. What's the structure of this though? It's more of a movement. It's more of a movement piece. Well, we're going with it either way. Alright, let's send it down to the ghostwriter to try to figure this out. Ghostwriter, do your thing. Best of luck. Oh man. Celtic shoegaze type track. That's one of the most challenging types of all. But I'm one of the best ghostwriters ever to do it, so we'll figure it out. Does this thing have a verse chorus, or is it more all over the place than that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't think there is a verse chorus structure to this. I think we gotta write this more like a bard telling a tale. We build up to one kind of big chant at the end. Let's look up some inspiration really quick. Just gonna search Celtic rock really quick. See what the vocals on these things are sounding like. Epic Celtic metal. No, we want lyrics. I need someone singing over this. Okay. No, that's not quite the same. That sounds more like ska.
Never trust this.
Jizbo is a dwarf, that's correct.
To bold Captain Willie, his officer.
Dwarfs sound Canadian? Shit.
Before Polka never dies. Hey!
This is not. We need like Celtic folk rock.
We need like we just need dwarf music.
I can wear a shirt and colour with fire, bloody tri-colour and colour, an Irish pub. The Jaeger bombs and double shots, the underagers think it's time to fight the drinks and pay
But our
the
track is
cost
still
because
like
an Irish
rocking
pub.
and mournful. What's this sound like?
When the fire burns low to the woods,
I think this is more the genre we're going for.
Victory.
Yeah, it sounds more like what we're going for.
All one, and come down and dig with me. When the ore dwindles down, we'll go underground through the halls of victory.
Yeah, I looked up dwarf music and we're finding it right now. This is the Halls of Khazad-dûm from everyone's favorite Peter Jackson Hobbit movie.
The hammers ring through endless night in halls of stone and crystal light. Our fathers carved these sacred halls where ancient myth thrills still.
That's written by humans or ghosts. One of those two. Okay, fantastic. So we need to sing about t-shirts. Specifically, going into a wall and only getting a crappy t-shirt. It's a very specific genre choice and subject matter. Going to hell and only getting a crappy t-shirt. Or sorry, into a wall. In fact, let's just copy this in here. Can we dedicate this one to Carl? Long may he mine? Absolutely. Went into wall and all I got is this crappy t-shirt. Okay, you know how we write around here. I need any and all words related to t-shirts and walls. And you can throw in hell too if you want. But we definitely need words related to t-shirts. Dave? Is Dave related to t-shirts? T-shirt's too tight, Billy? T-shirt is too tight, Billy. Ripped, 100% cotton, torn ink, printed, gypsum? Is that used? I guess that's used in t-shirts. My t-shirt knowledge is somewhat lacking. As a ghost. Poly cotton blend. That's beautiful. Stained. Shrunk. Can also be any feelings or concepts you have about t-shirts. That also works. Deep V. Dry clean only. Oh, gypsum for walls. Okay. We're rich. Oh, we could also get door stuff in there too. Like mined too greedily and too deep. Hypercolor. Medium. Okay. Ringer. Let's start adding some dwarf words. Mithril, cavern, axes, child's large, bearded, leveled up, rock and stone. Yeah, that's a good one. We got to do that. Mace. The T in t-shirt stands for Tyrannosaurus because of the short arms. We'll say 10 stands for terrible because this is a mournful song. Pickaxe. Gold. King. Did I say mine already? We got some words in here now. Hard hat. Hard hat and hard. I'm just going to say hard hat and hard braids. Beer. Ale. Yeah, something like that. Oath. Brotherhood. Harry. Did I say Harry already? I might not have said Harry. Exterminator had Harry and horns. Those are good. Chasm. Yeah. Oh yeah, also did they dug too greedily and too deep? And my axe. Elves suck, yeah. Okay. Now we just need to write mournful elven style lyrics using words like this. The wall runs deep. The wall runs deeper than a V. A catacomb forgotten. Something, something. 100% cotton is where we're going for the record. The wall runs deeper than a V, a catacomb forgotten. 100% cotton. A printed dream. What rhymes with V? C? P? A printed dream that you can't see. 100% cotton. I searched a shirt. The perfect crack P. The perfect size. Oh wait, no, all they got was a shirt. I gotta stay honest to the... So they don't even need a shirt. A printed dream beyond the scene, 100% cotton. Spelunking? They were kind of spelunking in a wall. Spelunking walls. And slaying... Hypercolor medium, mithril, cavern, rock and stone. Hey, let's get rock and stone in there right now. We'll end on rock and stone. Spelunking in the building's bones. We searched for riches deep within. The wall runs deeper than a V, a catacomb forgotten, a printed dream beyond the scene. 100% content. Belonging in da 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 da. Okay, so wait, we need a different word. We need another t-shirt word. Only. We'll try to end on dry clean only. Delving might work better than spelunking. Yeah, you're 100% right. Delving in the building's bones. What was I gonna end on? Dry clean only? Only is hard to rhyme with. Homely. Don't be. Gone, see. Pre-shrunk. Piss. We'll get piss in there somewhere. Lonely, there we go. Lonely is better. Delving in the building's bones. 3 travelers so lonely. Bony. Piss and crack all over my shirt. Let's write it down. Piss and crack all over my shirt. Our dreams were dashed. Wait, something dry clean only. Bones, hones, tomes. Something with the ancient tomes. The tomes were dry clean only. Our dreams were dry clean only. Delving in the dealings of those who travel are so lonely. We scried the orbs and ancient tomes. A legend dry clean only. Complete nonsense, but I'm gonna say good enough. Okay. How far does that get us in this weird track? Because also this doesn't really have like a spot for a chorus. For then be a catacomb forgotten, a printed dream beyond the scene, 100% cotton, delving in the building's bones, 3 travelers so lonely. We scribe the orbs and ancient tomes, a legend dry clean only. I mean, that sounds insane. I don't know how else you sing over this. Like, can you go faster than that? So it's so slow. We're just gonna sing slow over it. I guess that got us further than I thought. What does it do after this? Okay, you go faster there. So it'll be really slow and odd, and then it'll be fast and odd. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can find more satisfying melody, but pacing-wise, that might have to be it. The wall runs deeper than a be a catacomb forgot, a printed dream beyond the scene, 100% cotton. Delving in the buildings, bones who travel are so lonely. We scried the orbs and ancient tomes, a legend dry clean only. I don't think we even say the I went to hell and all I got was this crappy t-shirt till the end, when we just say it a bunch. Okay, so we just need more tortured rhymes about delving and shirts. Poly cotton blend. That rhymes with end. A wall space with no end. Something. Poly cotton blend. Piss and crack were all we... What's another thing? Piss and crack were all we found. A wall space with no end. Featuring Drew McIntyre. Yeah, this is going to be his new entrance music.
A shifting something ground. A shifting hole with bending ground. Piss and crack pickaxe on my back. Hey, there you go. I'm gonna say a cosmic cotton blend. There we go. Nonsense. Piss and crack pickaxe on my back. Axe. I think we have to say axe on my back. Piss and crack axe on my back. I'm just gonna have them say piss and crack again. Just wait till we get our Hanes on you. Hanes on you can definitely work. Axe on my back for monsters to be slew. A power crew. Piss and crack axe on my back for monsters that we slew. Oh wait, no, I have to rhyme ack again now. Lack, smack, track. Beating down the endless track to get our Hanes on you. Piss and crack axe on my back for monsters to be slew, beating down the endless track to get our Hanes on you. This is, someday I'm gonna just be mumbling this on a street corner as people walk by with worried looks. This is the future I'm creating for myself by writing stuff like this. All right, how far does this get us? Shit, I missed it. Okay. We'll throw coins, thank you. 1,000 deeper than a beat, a catacomb forgotten, a printed dream beyond the scene, 100% cotton, delving in the building's bones, 3 travelers so lonely. We stride the orbs and ancient tomes, a legend dry clean only. Piss and crack were all we found, a wall space with no end, a shifting hole with bending ground, a cosmic cotton blend. Piss and crack axe on my back for monsters to be slew, beating down the endless track to get our hands on you. A doodly doodly doo, a doodly doodly doo. And all I got was this crappy t-shirt. I guess this is where we're gonna start saying that. So I think we only really need one more lyric. We just need one more rhyming. What is this? A verse? A-B verse? We'll have to say the end a little faster. We're just gonna wind it out after one more of these with just saying I went into the wall and I got this crappy t-shirt. Because I think after that, this is all the work we need on this particular one. Okay, we need our most badass t-shirt line that we came up with. Shrunk. Shrunk in the wash? Or just shrunk? The wash had left us shrunk. Skunk, punk.
Like the doodly doodly do lines. Yeah, we might keep that. That's just there for us whenever. Drunk. Okay. The wall had left us gypsum drunk. I don't know what that means, but it sounds mysterious. Our confidence had shrunk. And like a polyester blend, our confidence had shrunk. Okay. So, oh, it already rhymed end though, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And I already rhymed blend. Damn. Okay. Left with this t-shirt like a punk. Do not drink the gypsum they had in this song is the thing. What's another type of printed? Heat printed. Polyester? And like screen printed. No, I need, and something like polyester. Damn, blend is just so easy to say. Damn, polyester. It has to end with polyester blend? No, I guess you can't end on polyester for some reason. Drywall is made of gypsum. Yeah, and they're drinking it. In this song, they're drinking it. We already said dry clean only. And like poly blends in a heat wash, our confidence had shrunk. Boss. We fought and died. No, wait, I have to get to wash. We fought and fought with not a loss. The wall left us gypsum drunk, like poly blends in a heat wash. Okay, that doesn't really make any sense. How are they doing well? We fought and fought, but at a loss. The wall. We fought and fought, but at a loss. Wall left us gypsum drunk, like poly blends in a heat wash. Our confidence had shrunk. Okay. This doesn't make any sense. It's not telling a clear story. It's good to go. We're good to go. That's all we need. And then they just repeat this until they run out of time. It's hard writing songs? No. We just did it. We just did it so easily. Okay, wait. Also, I guess I'm going more Irish with it, and dwarves are more Scottish. They're more Shrekky. They're gonna be. He's gonna be an Irish dwarf. What can we do? I mean, I'm assuming. Yeah, don't speak for the artist, actually. Canadian or John Wayne? Yeah, I don't know. It's up to the discretion of the artist. Thank you so much for being here on your off day. I see you're out of your work clothes, but we appreciate you being here, Jizbo. Oh, it's good to be here. I'm ready to sing a song about my experiences in the wall. Yeah, I can tell that it really affected you. Your eyes are looking totally bloodshot. It's been days and I still haven't quite conquered what I experienced in there as a maintenance man. Sorry, you're making me cough because your story is so powerful. Did he dye his hair and beard? I'm slowly reverting back to my usual look. This is sort of what the wall has done to me. It's taken everything. And all I got from that experience, actually, and that's what I love about this song, is a lousy t-shirt. But I'm not going to say lousy, because I don't want to offend any t-shirts. Book me for Riyadh, everybody. Okay. Yep. Yeah, good stuff, Jizbo. Let's pop open this recording. Why aren't you wearing the t-shirt? I thought I was supposed to wear this for this thing that we're doing. Yeah, your hat's kind of getting lost in the hair. I have very thick hair. It devours hats. Yeah, I can tell. We lost Hot Jizbo for Hagrid. I'm going to be back to my usual look the next time you see me. I'm a lot of sorts from the wall. I will look and sound more like myself next time. This is the best I could look on short notice. That's how much the wall is taken from me. Really sorry to hear that, Jizbo. That's rough. That is brutal. Okay, let's just get this out of the way, baby. That's what I say to all the artists, by the way. I'm taking this song just as seriously as any song. That's just my style. I'm just trying to make you comfortable. It's working. I'm feeling really good about this. All right. Where is this track? I'm ready to go. Just so you know, for my personal process, I don't like to hear the track at all beforehand. I like to just sort of vibe it out. I think that'll work well for this particular style and track. So we are aligned. We are aligned. Yeah, Jizbo, you have been through a lot. I saw a man that he was like a blob man, and his name was Grandman. And he was my best friend, and I lost him. Sure, that sounds like a thing that would happen. Okay. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Thank you. Okay, best of luck. I have no advice for this. This is a unique genre with no rules. I'm pretty sure. So just give it your best shot. And let's really one take this guy. That's the plan. All right, check. Why does it sound like this? Oh, there we go. It needed to be tuned. But now it's been officially tuned. All right. The wall runs deeper than a catacomb forgotten. A printed dream beyond the scene, 100% cotton. Delving in the building's bones, three travelers so lonely. We scribe the orbs and ancient tomes, a legend, dry clean only. Hiss and crack were all we found. A wall space with no end. A shifting hole with bending ground. A cosmic cotton blend. Hiss and crack with axe on my back for monsters to be slew. Beating down the endless track to get our hands on you. We fought and fought, but at a loss. We left us gypsum drunk, the wall did, like Polly Benz in a heat wash. Our confidence left us strong because here's the deal. I went into the wall and all I got was this crappy t-shirt. Yeah, that'll do it. It will? Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need, man. You nailed it. You seem elated. Yeah, that was perfect. That is an all-timer for sure.
You really got there at the end. I really like what you did with the word wall, too. I said it more like, well, yeah, that was a real choice. Thank you. Nice. Look, no need to hear this one today. We'll work on this. We'll have it ready on Friday for you. Oh, you work fast. Yeah, we're going to work real fast on this one. And great work, Jizbo. A pleasure to have you here. You're a pro. One take? I said I sort of feel it out and I get it done. I feel like we did that today. Now look, I got to go dye my hair back to its usual color, change my eyes, and work out so that I can get my body back in shape. And I need a haircut. So I do have to go. Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful work. Beautiful work, everybody. Let's raid our way out of here. That's another track in the bag. Put it in the history books, y'all. Shoot, is Call Me Aurelius still on? Did we lose him? Did we lose Aurelius? No, he's on. Yeah, there we go. He's rocking some Ghost of Tsushima! Tsushima! Guys, thanks for hanging out, for enduring another brutal writing session. That's just how it is in the biz, you know? This is you're gonna peek behind the booth. Yeah, we did some really important work today. Important stuff going down today. We'll be back on Wednesday with more of things. Say hi to Call Me Aurelius. That's what. One of the creamy OGs. And on Wednesday, who knows? We might already be ready to Beyblade. It might be a Beyblade Wednesday. It just depends if they arrive in time. Because I have it on good authority that much spared no expense, and he got the full Beyblade arena. Which is surprisingly not that expensive. It's like a little Beyblade battle arena. I'm excited to see it. Is the world even ready? That's a great question. It's spaghetti time, though. We also ordered spaghetti down here at the DJ C4 studio, so we got to go spaghetti it up. Thank you so much for the support today. Raining these subs upon us, blasting us through this Beyblade burst goal. We burst it all over the scene. I mean, honestly, there's not much setup for this one, so assuming they arrive, we can just do it. No fancy graphics needed, as far as I know. I'm just DJ C4, though. What do I know? Case's cousin, who looks a lot like him. All right, say hi to Aurelius for me. Thanks again for hanging out. We'll see you all on Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah. Do you, not validate parking, but do you slaughter horses when they're sick? What? My horse is extremely sick. He got sick on the way here, and I need to have him slaughtered. We just do we validate parking. You were the first thing is what we do. You don't slaughter horses? No, I wasn't aware that was a thing. Right. Okay, I'll do it myself. Please don't do that in our parking lot. Okay, I guess I'll walk